Hej igen alle sammen, og velkommen tilbage til kanalen. Det er tid til noget mere Vinland Saga. In this video, we're going to be watching episodes 11 and 12. Where are we in the story right now? They just sort of decided, or Askeladd decided that him and his band of mercenaries they are going to try to get their hands on the prince, on Knud, who is currently being held captive by Thorkell. So what's gonna happen there? I don't really know what I want to happen. So far I kind of like Thorkell, and I just want him and Thorfinn to, talk again, figure out like the connection there with Thor's, but maybe we'll get to it. Is there anything you want to say before we jump into these episodes? No? Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Like the video, throw in a comment. It really helps when you do that. And you can watch ahead over on Patreon or right here on YouTube with YouTube memberships. Links are down in the description. There's a pinned comment telling you exactly how far ahead we are. And it's a great way to, support the channel. And any support is always greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. But let's get into the first one. Episode 11. It is titled A Gamble. Hell yeah. Let's go. It's fall.
Yes,
Autumn, whatever.
初めはあれだったけど、イングランドのビールにも慣れてきたよな。
俺はビールにはチーズだな。チェダー村のはなかなかだった。食い物より。
Cheddar had great cheese.
Well.
最近流行ってるし、回収しようかな。おりゃ嫌だね。キリスト教はあれすんなこれすんなってうるさいもん。
Too many rules.
木像見たけどよ。すんげえ弱そうじゃねえ？バチ当たんぞ。確かにな。ひょろひょろだもんな。
Yeah, of course.
いやあれは魔法使いらしいぞ。水の上歩いたり、パンを増やしたり。地味な魔法だな。
That's some lame magic.
ここは一つキリスト教徒の意見を聞いてみましょうや。
Do they have someone?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Are we gonna hear his voice finally?
自分のしていることが分かっとるのか。恐れ多くもクヌート殿下にこのような恥ずかしめを。察してよ。俺のこの切ない気持ち。大将そりゃ恋する乙女のセリフだぜ。それズバリやられちゃったのよ私。
They're really just having a lot of fun, huh?
They're on a bender. It's like.
Oh yeah, they're drunk as fuck. All of them.
Sounds like it.
Drunk on booze, drunk on victory.
But also back then, you had to drink beer and meat and stuff like that because the water was so unclean.
Oh yeah. I reckon pretty much everyone was just like, slightly buzzed all the time.
そうさ、バルキリーたちは常に勇者の魂を求めている神々の戦士エインヘリアル。貴様は子供だ、トルケル。何も知らぬ。スベン王のことも、我が君クヌート王子のことも意味深な。どういうこと
？What in the?
あなたなのですね。酒が切れた。ここにおります。神父、お平に。
Get him some booze! Get this man some alcohol, quick! He's losing it.
There we go.
Sedated.
あんたどう思う？イエスと俺たちの神、どっちが偉いかね？酒を作った方。
I was just about to say that. Whoever provides me with more booze.
なんじゃ、一斉に立ち止まりよって。大将、
being ambushed, right?
Yes, and
大体あの辺
Jesus!
Yikes.
Oh, wow!
我らはクネート王子配下のラグナル隊2000わしの部下か 2000? 自分から
2000.
言うのは大体はったり
Yeah.
Yeah.
貴様ら逆賊に最後の情けを与えてやろう今すぐ殿下とラグナル様を解放せいされば今回だけは助けてやる己が立場をよーく考えるがいい貴様
Maybe you should think about who you're talking to.
殿下ラグナル様よーし
Okay, good.
お役目ご苦労クヌート殿下確かにお返し申し上げる
What's the...
もはや遠慮は無用だろう
Just to get the attention, right? So.
Still wants to fight them, at least.
こらえろ引くんだしかし戦士として引く逮捕される気もないここで引けば我ら
Fighting
皆
them, the
臆病者
hostages
ということに
momentarily. They don't risk hurting them, or...
Or well, they're doing what they're saying, right? So.
まさか2000もいてビビってんじゃないだろうねそれとも何かい人質がいたせいで全力が立ちませんでしたてな方が言い訳に都合が
He's not, gonna give them any excuses. Just
Yeah.
come at me.
わしの命令が聞けんのかあんな言ったバカどもの挑発に乗るな
That's exactly what they're doing.
Enticing them.
I know he's absolutely insane, but again, I really like him.
Enjoyable.
Yeah.
And he seems like honest in a way that.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just- yeah.
段取り通りよろしく
God damn!
バカ者ども天下を守り
Idiots!
何が2000だこいつらせいぜい400じゃねえか
He's disappointed.
どうしたい大将いや匂わねえなんか血の匂い以外によ本当だ
What?
わかんねえ
Powder.
炭焼き小屋が風上に
Pewter? Pewter?
Charcoal. To sort of like draw them out?
Oh, it's oil. I thought that it was like pewter, or what's it called? Like
Pewter?
It's called
Powder?
pewter? I
Okay.
don't know. Powder, whatever.
こりゃやべえな大将どこですかおうここですよ
Sorry.
Right here.
こりゃ戦どころじゃねえな風下がまだマシだずらかろう
Right, I think you know what the title is referring to. This seems very much like a gamble.
王子を救出に来て自分らごと焼くわけもねえだろうしってことは第三の勢力が
A third party! How exciting!
いろんな死に方あるけどあれだけは勘弁だねまったく
Yeah, no.
苦しくてつまらない死に方だ
Boring?
この程度であの化け物は死なんだろうちょっとの間混乱してくれればいいさトロフィー水かぶれ
Wake him up? Or oh,
No,
no,
no.
that he can run into the... Yeah, gotcha. What about the horse,
What
though?
about the horse, man?
よし行け
Still willing to bet a lot on Thorfinn.
ヨシンバ勝てたとしてもどうせ手柄はラグナル隊が持ってっちまうさどの道一か八かよこの策でクヌート王子を焼き殺し
Wow.
俺らの仕業と明かせるやつはいいねと言いつつ
Devious.
なんだかんだ言ってあんた結構信用してんだよあの小僧怖いもん知らずのバカが使い勝手がいいだけよ
He knows how to use him. He knows that
なんだこれ
his will to survive and because he wants that duel is greater than anything. Oop.
別のあるものはまずああして確認する。申し訳ありません。殿下はこっちだ。
Maybe you shouldn't yell that.
No.
頼むからいきなり。
Oop. Yeah.
王子は殺すなよ。わかってる。丁重にだろ。こっちにおいで僕ちゃん。おじさんたち優しいよ。
Why do I have a feeling like Knut is gonna... Whoa!
Oh no. It's on fire, the boss.
Yeah.
I was just about
And
to say it's
there's
riderless,
Thorkell.
so.
Yeah.
何がんたれてんだ。随分やる気満々じゃねえか。やっていいのかな。平気だろ。用心には見えねえ。
Sure.
死んどけちび。
Damn.
消えた。
Oh,
Well,
he got in real close. Real fast.
助けに来た。そこで待ってろ。
バカ。
Badass.
なぜいつも殿下にはこうまで選択の余地がないのか。おお。
Uh-oh.
お前トルフィンだろ。
Oh. No, not uh-oh.
ほら。
Well, kind of uh-oh. Yeah.
見ろ。なりを見て侮ると痛い目見るぞ。待てトルフィン。聞きたいことが2つある。
it's burning all around you.
Well,
お前は自分のことをトールズのこと名乗ったな。父の名はトールズ。
mm-hmm.
なんで知ってる。
そうかそうか。やっぱりお前、ヨウムのトロルの子だったか。
Yeah, man.
トールズ殿の子だと。似てねえな。
Wow, I love that they all know the name.
てるも何も。
He's my best buddy. Or
本
Was
当の戦士だ。
a true warrior. Not according to himself, but yeah.
いいか。
Oh, there we go with the fire. Yep.
昔話をする時間はなさそうだな、トルフィン。王子はひとまずくれてやる。
Really?
どうせ向かう先は同じ。スベン王の本陣だ。
Okay.
俺をがっかりさせるな。
He is
トルフィン。
kind of an enigma, but like it's just
he's like chaos.
yeah, he's definitely a wild card.
Yeah.
貴様、トルケルの手下だな。
Oh, they didn't notice that they were. Oh, what? Oh, they're just waiting.
また来たぞ。死体の片付け急げ。
And there we go.
撃つな。俺だ。王子を連れてきた。
Oh.
アシェラッドとやら。貴様の強引な作戦のせいで、我が隊は
I
無
think
産
that's
し。
kind of a play right now.
どうせトルケルに全滅させられてたさ。声でけえや。ことここに至っては、貴様に殿下の死を。
Priest.
つきましては殿下、近衛としてご尊厳を拝したく存じますが。
Why?
殿下。
Make sure he's got the right prince, maybe? I don't know.
王子。
That looks like
姫
a
の間違いじゃねえのか。
woman. Or at least, well, I didn't mention that he looked feminine, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a woman, but yeah, all right, damn. That was a very entertaining episode. Also, you know, it's always scary with involve fire like that. There was a lot of confusion and chaos, but that's also what made it entertaining. And then, of course, Thorkell, who's just absolutely batshit crazy.
It's bonkers.
and it's amazing. And we even got what we wanted, like the little conversation there between Thorfinn and Thorkell. talking about Thor. There's a lot of Thor going on, names wise, but he just let him have the prince for now. Like we're going in the same direction, anyhow. So if you can survive me, then that's good. Like I'm counting on you. Like you're the son of the man, the only man who was stronger than me. Or he said who is stronger. So
he just said he's. Well, at least that's what the.
Yeah, that's what the subtitle said. We don't know if he
is or he was.
Yeah. If he knows about Thor's being dead or not, and definitely not the circumstances surrounding it or anything. Maybe Thorfinn will tell him, or someone will tell him at some point if he survives for that.
But he still needs his head to get his duel.
That is true.
Thorkell's head. Thorkell's head
to if that is how things are going to go.
It feels a little bit like it, right? Because he is so accepting of their fights,
you're thinking that Thorkell might actually be like, okay, you've really proved yourself to me. You maybe even bested me and my army. I'll let you take your head if that means that you can avenge your father.
No.
Or no. Okay, you don't.
More just like that he feels kind of like almost like he's welcoming a potential defeat.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but not like intentionally saying, "Oh, take my head." If
no, but like he will, if he gets defeated, if Thorfinn gets the better of him, then he's gonna be like, "Yeah, you've bested me in battle. Someone was able to do that. Take my head and get your revenge." And like I'm gonna happily let you do that because you defeated me. Maybe.
No, the last part, no.
You don't think so?
But no, just that because he doesn't know about it. I just
no. Like if he gets that information, if he somehow learns that is, you know, Thorfinn telling him, "I need to get your head so that I can duel this man who killed my father," or I don't know. I just have a. I could see that being the case if he learns about that information, that he's gonna welcome a death like that at the hands of a man the son of a man that he respected very, very much. I don't know. But is there anything inside of the episode that you want to like hone in on, focus on?
Not really. I feel like it's pretty straightforward, and it wasn't like.
It was a lot of fighting, and again, it was very entertaining. At the beginning of the episode, when they were just like walking.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
That was kind of interesting what they were talking about.
I think we talked about it before. I don't remember if we did it on the channel or if we did it like outside the channel.
Yeah.
But like this whole period where we're shifting from Norse mythology, kind of like that's what their religious beliefs are leaning against. And then we're kind of turning towards Christianity because Harald Blåtand basically made everyone Christians. So, yeah, and Harald Blåtand is and I have had this confirmed, that Harald Blåtand is the father of King Sven, who is Sven Tviskæg. So, and yes, he is called Sven in Danish. He is not like that's his name, Sven. And since he's a Dane, it's Sven.
Yes, it's
fine that English people or other people, or his name was probably changed over the course of like it's been 1,000 years at least, right? So it's natural linguistically that it was written something else, but in today's Denmark we learn that he's called Sven. End of story. Sven. Anyway, so this is a period of time, and we talked about this, like how the just like the common folk, or you know, like how are they kind of like their mentality, how are they kind of like shifting into this from Norse mythology and into Christianity. And we have this like discussion because obviously these people are still believing in the Norse gods, we call it asatro in
the Asia,
this belief we call it asatro in Danish. Sorry. And then now they're shifting towards Christianity, and it was just like kind of interesting to hear like their perspectives, like how they were. There are so many rules in Christianity, and
talking about
it's-
who's stronger, because that's how they were viewing it. So looking at a depiction of Jesus Christ and holding that up against depictions of Odin and Thor, and it's like, he's a scrawny little guy. He's not a warrior. What's the deal with this? Why would you ever choose him over these like big, strong dudes who can fight freaking monsters the size of like an entire planet?
But to be honest, there's not a lot of so-called Christians that believe that they are following the words of the scrawny god, where they might not be, because that's not Jesus' words. But it's a whole, like, for me, it's just a whole, one of my, what's it called, pet peeves. If we can say it like that. I met a lot of Christians that say they're Christians, but they don't actually hold original Christian beliefs, like what Jesus was preaching, at least.
What would Jesus do? Yeah, and they're not doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I just quickly want to say that, well, if you didn't get it, we are atheists. So it's also kind of like, I don't particularly necessarily judge people of either faith or any faith. It's just that as long as you don't
push it on other people, or like,
like you want to take away rights, or you want to like
be
do,
like, my
religion
dictates how you should live. Or it's like, no, because it's not my religion. I don't.
And that's also where I got a bit of like troubles with certain Christians, because like Jesus was preaching like you should love everyone, even those that do not share the same faith.
Beliefs.
So that's my what's it called, like my
hill to die on when it comes to that.
No, it's like, I don't know I know the word I'm looking for, but it's like my gripe. That's gripe with the whole thing. But it was very interesting to see, like, to listen to these point of views, and and I also think that that's probably how it went down, and
for sure
the priest having a complete meltdown and seeing God, and then he just like got sedated with alcohol. And well, maybe I should just say it again, that back in the day, people mainly drank a lot of, but of course it was diluted a lot, but they drank a lot of alcoholized things like mead and beer and
wine and beer and
ale, whatnot, because the water, like the groundwater, was so dirty that
of course
it was actually more healthy to drink like small amounts of alcohol than it was to drink water. Luckily things are different now, but
luckily exactly. But it was a very interesting conversation, and I just want to mention something real quick that someone put in a comment in one of the earlier reactions, one of the previous reactions, about the whole like historical accuracy of the show, and the fact that we have like a character like Thorkell who has like superhuman strength, it seems, but that we should view as more as, it's in the name of the series, as a saga, as like one of the old sagas that we also read about, like the Norse mythology and like the people back then, that it's not always based in reality necessarily.
There might be fantastical elements.
Exactly. So we should view it as that, as a saga that sort of presents itself here as something that is historical, but sprinkled with things that are supernatural, because it is a story that's being told and not supposed to be historically accurate necessarily. So I just thought that was a good way to look at it. But shall we jump into episode 12? Yeah, 12. Let's do that. It is the land on the far bank. All right.
You're talking about Vinland now again?
Maybe we're finally going, or at least gonna address Vinland a bit more again. We'll see. Episode 12. Here we go. One small fish. Well, hello.
釣れますかな、ご老体。
Nope.
向こう岸への渡し賃はいくらですか？
銀2枚。なければ酒でもよいが。さて、全員を運ぶには何日。
Alcohol.
乗客が来たと思うたが残念じゃ。これを対岸のどなたへ？
The king.
元老のどなたかへ。
Oh, okay.
アシュラッドからとお伝えいただきたい。
Hmm?
承知しました。大至急。
Why did he look at his armor like that? Did he recognize it? Like it is like we've talked about it before that Askeladd's armor is quite unique in the way that it looks more Roman than it looks Norse.
なぜ進軍を止める？トルケルに追いつかれてしまうぞ。耳が仕事をしているときは物音を立てない気が。
The ear. Wow, what a nickname.
そのとんがり頭に息をさせるな。
どんな塩梅だ？
昨日より近づいている。
So his eyes are just like that.
He might be blind.
つい昨日は2日の距離だっつってたじゃねえか。
俺の耳を疑うのか。
Yeah, okay, he's definitely blind.
馬だ。丘の上2機。
Okay, that's really impressive actually.
援軍を要請しました。それまでは逃げ回りましょうや。
援軍？
Reinforcements? What reinforcements?
間に合うんかね、援軍。
つうか、援軍呼んだら褒美も山分けだろ。
Uh-oh.
かだいいよもう。船に乗る。
Starting to complain.
なんだ、何か用か。
みんな動揺してるぜ。
動揺させとけ。少しぐらい焦った方が行軍も早くなっていい。
Wow.
なんだよ。
But it also
他に用がねえ
it
だ
also
ろ、お前
make
も
them,
寝ろ。
not trust you.
俺は悪党の中で40年余り生きてきてな。そいつがどんな奴なのか、大物か小物か、利口かバカか、パッと面見ただけで分かっちまう。
But you couldn't read Knut?
王子の面見てな、
Oh.
分かっちまったんだよ。
Maybe you could, and that's the
王者の面じゃねえってな。
ああ、まあ。
まあ、そうだな。まだ若い、これからだ。
これからって。
よし、起きろやろ。
No, just keep talking, dude. It's not the face of a king. Then what kind of a face is it?
まだ真っ暗じゃねえか。
What sort of game is he playing? Oh no. Like, is he purposefully like tiring out his own people or
眠れたか。
いや、
なあ。
うるせえな。黙ってろよ。
いや、喋ってねえと眠っちまい。
Oh man, they're so tired.
すぐそこまで来てる。
ああ、分かってる。
What the?
援軍ってあれか2人？霧の魔物じゃねえだろうな。
This is interesting.
Yeah. Huh?
軍団長自らおいでくださるとは恐縮です。
Commander?
What these people? Is this the creed? Of assassins?
It's the way that he looks. No, that is. Look at them.
Yeah. They do not look Norse at all.
No. I think our suspicions here about Askeladd, or like our theories about him, might be, sort of spot on.
まあ何にしろトルフィンたちの足跡をたどることはできなくなったな。ちーっと奴らのことは侮ってたな。
He's kind of smart, isn't he?
Yeah.
攻撃を味方につけてるとはな。
Or strategic?
イングランドからデンマークに寝返ったってことっすか？
お前ものを知らねえな。寝返るも何もこの川の向こうはそもそもイングランドじゃねえんだぜ。ウェールズってんだ。
Oh.
Ah. So maybe the Gaelic?
Yeah.
イングランドに比べ貧しい土地といえる。ローマ支配時代の終焉以降、
全地域を
Yeah, yeah,
褒めて使わすぞアシェラッド。今頃トルケルメは川の向こうではがみしておるだろうて。
yeah. That was smart.
大国の物差しで考えちゃいけませんよ。この国にとって軍船3隻や貴重な戦力なんです。トルケルを巻くのに協力してくれただけでもよしとしなけりゃ。
Can't expect them to give us one of their precious ships.
ウェールズの地を歩けというのか。バカな。この地の民は我々を恨んでる。これ以上殿下の恩義を危険にさらすわけにはいかん。
Okay, so you want to stick around then, or just...
はやぶさ。あんなに低く。ラグナル、捕まえてくれ。
え、殿下。
First time we hear him speak, and it's just like, catch that bird. Give me that bird.
少なくともこの国は私の味方です。それでも心配だとおっしゃるなら、トルフィー、このものをクヌート殿下にお付けします。おお、
Whoa.
なりは小さいが腕は立ちます。殿下とは年も同じなので気が合うでしょう。
Sauced. Aw.
アホか。メンチ切ってどうすんだよ、おめえはよ。
Stop glaring at him like that.
見返りはあるんだろうな。
わかったわかった。こちらはモルガンクーグ王国の将軍グラティアヌス殿。我らの道案内をしてくださいます。
Yeah,
A heavy Roman influence.
definitely.
Right.
軍団長殿、それは私の部下です。クヌート王子殿下はそちらにおわします。
Oh.
That one?
本当に時代のイングランドを滑るものか。
何？貴様、失礼であろう。
デンの王子の逃避行に協力する理由は一つ。ウェールズへの不可侵条約の締結だ。
Uh-huh.
イングランドの王となった暁には決してウェールズには干渉せぬと。
Another gamble here?
はい、お任せください。ああ、殿下はこう申しておられる。そなたらが船3隻を提供するなら。
No.
まあよい。また後で聞く。
I want the prince personally to promise me. I want to hear him say it.
Oh, he's even gonna like prepare a written document.
Damn.
They know how to
To
set
get it in writing, lawyered.
Yes.
殿下と対等に口が聞けるとでも思うとるんか。田舎もんめが。
Oh, shut up. Oh, come on. Getting so offended on behalf of the prince all the time.
農場の一つももらいたいもんだ。
かっちょいいケントか。
いや、やっぱり黄金よ。金に勝るものはないぜ。
Now they're all happy again.
おい、神父さんよ。あんた王宮にいたんだよな。王の家にはどんなものがあったね。
Alcohol.
これといって価値のありそうなものはなかったです。
嘘、美女も。
女性の奴隷は結構いましたね。
Uh,
私の求めているものに比べれば金銀も美女もつまらないものだということです。
ぜひ教えてく
The bottom of this barrel.
愛です。
yeah.
なんだそれ。聞いたことねえな。俺知ってる。キリスト教徒がよく言う呪文かなんかだよ。
They don't even know what love is. Can I eat it?
愛なくしては金も銀も美女もすべて無価値だ。
価値を与える？ほんとわけわかんねえな。銀は銀の価値だろ。
They're kind of like hillbillies in a way, right? A little bit. At least in the eye of the English people,
I guess.
そろそろブリケイニオン王国に入る。案ずる
Someone
な。
wanted to hear more
話は
about
つけ
it.
てやる。
So maybe that's how
Yeah, yeah.
Christianity kind of like spread.
血筋は申し分はありません。あとはまあ若さに期待しています。惚れた男ほど思い通りにはならんもんです。
我らは誇りあるブリタニアの末裔だ。伝の王には従わぬぞ。
グラティアヌス殿、未だ伝説を信じておいでですか。
The legend.
アルトリウス公が西の彼
Ah.
古のブリタニアを復興なさるという伝説を。
Sword in the stone. But do you
足
hear?
跡確かか。
耳のやつはそう言ってるぜ。
よく参られたデーンの王子。
Oh.
グリケイニオングの使いのものだ。出迎えご苦労。
Some of those names I definitely can't pronounce.
どうしたトロフィー？
Another ambush. Yep. Whoa! Did he hear that? Sense that? He's just like excited about the prospect of getting to fight again soon.
Oh, there he is.
The king.
Hey,
Live!
it's been a while.
Yay! Gotten visibly older. Wait a minute.
行くぞ。
Huh?
He thinks it's
Thorfinn, yeah. But it isn't, right? Like, it can't, like, unless...
maybe it just reminded him.
Yeah. And that's, how he's gonna get back into the story. Oh! Oh, the way that he dismounted, that was, impressive. Come at me.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. That was such an anime reaction.
Yeah.
Sorry, like the sort of understated.
But he's reminding me a little bit with all the brooding and like the revenge and stuff. He's reminding me a lot of Sasuke.
Yeah, I guess like they have the same face almost.
And
like.
and the
Yeah. I am really digging the story so far.
yeah.
And how they introduce new elements, but it seems like very like natural progression here with the story. Again, the pacing is great. The way that they weave in certain things that we don't necessarily see coming, but again, it makes sense. And just what we talk, like the whole thing that we've been talking about with Askeladd and his character, like just like the thing with his armor, his name. Now it makes more sense in context with, you know, the people who live in Wales and their past, what they want now. So yeah, damn. But they're again in a bit of a predicament, standing there, surrounded. Gonna have to fight for their lives. Gonna have to protect the prince.
Being haunted.
Hunted by
Haunted by Thorkell.
Thorkell and his men. And he's such an interesting character. Like all of the characters really like quite layered and interesting, and you really like you want to know more about them. You want to know more about like what they're thinking, what they want, and you don't necessarily get that. And I love that they're, you know, because it really works well with, like, for example, in this episode with like all of the men walking around constantly being like, so what are we doing and what's gonna happen, and we're exposed here, or like they're tired, but then something happens that will definitely sort of shift their moods. They think that they're up on the up and up again, and now there's gonna be some rewards, but they don't want to share. Like they don't want to share the rewards with the reinforcements. Like so, there's like constant talk between the men of, okay, so what's going on? What is Askeladd, for example? What's his deal? What is he thinking? And the prince as well, and everything about you know, all the faith stuff that we talked about with what's the deal with Christianity? Why would you want to follow this god instead of these gods? And it's yeah, a lot of talk about things that we're also wondering about, and they're still not spelling it out outright, and it's just, yeah, it's...
No, I should say it's very natural progression, and yeah. I think it was nice to have this touch with the Gaelic, or I say Gaelic, but I am not so strong with these because, like, I know the Roman Empire had like influences, and it seems like what happened here is like we had the Gaelic people who was kind of like invaded by Romans, and then they kind of integrated or something, because that we obviously Wales had these Roman
there's still
like
a heavy Roman influence for sure.
Exactly, because we also saw this guy Gratiatus.
Yeah, like with the names again. Yeah.
Yes, so and he also said the name of his mother. I don't think we've heard it before. He said he is the son of Lydia.
Yeah.
So I think here is like because the way that Gratiatus he was talking to Askeladd, it was like, do you really want him as your king? So what I think is like he is the son of Lydia, who is a Welsh woman, and then a Danish man, right? And
most likely because his father's name is Olaf, and that is a very Norse name. Yeah.
Yes. So, but he was also something. His name is also something with Artorius, because he also called him Artorius, right?
Sure, that might be from his mother's side then, but I don't know.
And maybe he just changed his name because he had to be in Denmark, and like maybe a more, also to kind of like what's it called, hide his
true
Welsh
identity, his background,
because as we understand, the Wales at this point is like just a lot of small kingdoms that are like rival kingdoms. There's also why it's called United Kingdom later on. Oh, sorry, it's
it's a lot of kingdoms united.
Yes, but yeah, it's so we're walking up against like through the different Welsh kingdoms to get to this Gainsborough, and
they might get attacked along the way by other kingdoms. So that's why they're not all on the same page just because it's all in Wales.
Or surrounding area.
Yeah. So,
but what I just, because then he's talking about like this. It's nice that we get that weaved into the story, but he says like something like, "Do you want him to be your king?"
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is interesting because that also tells us something about Askeladd's motives.
Yeah.
That because he was like, there's something about him.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, historically, Knud is called Knud den Store.
Yeah,
Knud the Great.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think that, well, because they all talk about him like, oh, he's so weak and he has like weak eyes, and then he says like, and then Askeladd says something like that. There's something about him, and then they want him to guarantee that the whale, like when he gets to be king, that he can shut down England's constant bombardment, or like business with
constant meddling and
with Wales.
Yeah,
so that's what he wants, and they want a non-aggression treaty and stuff, right? So perhaps it's like what if he makes like a lot of these, and that's why he's called the Great, is because he makes a lot of these like treaties with people, and that's how they, instead of just being like a kind of like king, he's more like, we are trying to get people happy by
not killing each other all the time,
and trying to collaborate more.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense, because as Björn also said, like ever since you saw the prince's face, you've kind of there's something going on there. And we at first thought that it was because he wasn't able to read the prince's face, because he's apparently really good at reading people, but it was exactly because he was able to, and he sees something in the prince that has maybe shifted some priorities and made him think that, oh, I can perhaps do this for some of my people, and then the people of Wales, and like this king who's not constantly, it doesn't seem like he's like on the warpath, and he just wants he's not like his father. He doesn't seem violent or rash or anything like that. It's just he seems maybe he sees something good in Knud.
And that's also what talks to like Askeladd's character, right?
Yes, it informs on his character as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like because we've been talking about like he has some sort of like, even though he's a pirate, he still has some sort of like honor or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like there's something good there, but we can't really put our finger on it.
Yeah.
So, well, and this just tells us a little bit more about that particular thing that we can't put our finger on.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see how this evolves.
Yeah, it is really interesting, and it gives sort of the indication that maybe Askeladd has some hope for the future, and that it doesn't have to be freaking Ragnarok. We don't have to be living in this twilight world where we're on the brink of dying all the time, and let's go out with a bang, like how he was saying things before. Now after seeing the prince's face and yeah, he has hope again, perhaps, maybe. That's at least how we're interpreting it so far. It could just definitely not be the case, but seems like it, at least.
He's a bit of an enigma in another way that Thorkell is, because Thorkell is enigma in a way, like in more chaotic way, you know. Like, it's just like, oh, what does he do now? And
what's this crazy giant gonna do next? Yeah.
But then we have Askeladd, who's more calculated. So it's more like lawful. If we have to.
Lawful evil, and then we have chaotic evil, chaotic neutral almost with Thorkell. I don't like. He's just on the side of
neutral.
Whoever's gonna whatever's gonna give him the greatest challenge.
Anyway,
and a lot of humor as well, like between between the characters, and I love the whole exchange with just like Thorfinn mean mugging the prince and Askeladd being like, "Stop looking at him like that! Why are you glaring at him like that?" It's I like that they can throw in some humor as well, because of course it can get very serious a lot of the time, but there's many facets here, and it's a great series so far. Anything else you want to add to it before we get to Danish Word of the Day? Nope. All right. And we thought about going with gamble, because that's the title of the first episode here, and quite a big aspect in the story, a lot of gambles, but it's not really a word that you can just like directly translate, because it's very context based, and it's also a word that we've adopted into our own language, so we will just use the word gamble in while speaking Danish, but I guess you could say like you're gambling.
This is a bit of a gamble. Then it was like it deleted sets.
Yeah, kind of say it like that. So that's a little wishy-washy, but we can also go with another, because there was the whole thing with the other side of the bank there, and there's this ferryman working.
The title is "The Land on the Far Bank." How do you get there? You get there by this
ferry.
Ferryman, or at least the message got across with the ferryman.
Yes. So ferry in Danish is
færge.
Færge. So kind of close. It's just
like the way that we spell it, because the G it looks like it's gonna be hard, but it's actually just like it's just changing the sound, and again, it doesn't make sense.
No, you just have to know it. So you might think it's færge, but no, it's færge.
Færge.
Yeah. So ferry, færge. There we go. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you as soon as possible. Farvel.
Farvel.
Bye.